Hello traders, good good morning. I hope you are good. So we are trying to see where we are heading to on gold. So I'll use this broker. So this is gold on 3 months time frame. This is gold on 3 months time frame. Just a minute, just a second. Okay. So now where are we heading to on gold on 3 months? So on 3 months we are still bullish. And on 3 months, the first thing we can see, we have an FVG. We have a 3 months FVG. It's not tested yet, so we can expect gold to come and test this gap. Let me just do this, okay, and then remove this. So we have an FVG on 3 months time frame. Let me put it in green. We have an FVG. It's not tested yet. It's not tested. So if gold is coming to test this fair value gap, maybe it should test the 50% of it, the 50% of the fair value gap. Let me just do this. So this is where we are. So we jump to monthly. What is it that the market is showing us? So they are showing us to say on monthly time frame. On monthly time frame, this zone, our 3 months fair value gap, is not there. But let's see if price touched it. Just touched the opening. So now let us try to see. So we also have a gap here, of a small gap overlapping with the 3 months. So we have a fair value gap there, and we have also a break of structure here, a break of structure to the upside. So we can expect gold, we can expect some reaction here, and then we start going up. Why? Because of in this sell leg, in this leg here, we don't have any fair value gap. So I'm trying to speak in SMC language, according to the language of smart money. We don't have any fair value gap which can stop gold once we start buying gold according to higher time frame. Okay, so the only fair value gaps we have right now are these, monthly and 3 months. Okay, we jump to weekly. So on weekly, this is where things are getting interested. So this is where we are on weekly time frame. So on weekly time frame, we have this break of structure, and this break of structure gave us this. We have this. We have this, and you know what is this? This is an order block. So the part of this order block is that price only touched the opening of the order block, but the 50% is not mitigated. So in this order block, it is also overlapping with the one on the 3 months time frame. So which makes this area to be a strong area. Once price reaches this area, we can expect some buys, or we can expect buyers to come in after they've tapped this area, especially the 50% of this order block here. We can expect some buying pressure. So now if the market wants to go down, probably out of 4,000, what should we expect? Can you see this low? Let me do this. Can you see this low? This low, okay, yeah, okay, let me just remove this so that okay, so can you see this low? This low, it is the one that created the all-time high which we have on gold. So now if this bullish leg, they want to change direction from bullish to sales back into 3,000 plus, according to weekly time frame, we want to see price close below this level. Once we have a close on this level, which we are going to say a break of structure on this level, meaning that we are going bearish. Why? Because in this bullish leg, we had the first change of character. This is our all-time high. So when price created this all-time high, the change of character on weekly happened here. Actually, it hasn't happened yet. So in this bullish leg, a change of character will take place here. After how many days? After 2 days. So after 2 days, if we are going to break or close below, meaning that we are going to have choke here. So now after having choke, once we had a break here, meaning to say we have a change of trend on weekly time frame. From bullish, we are now heading to bearish. So this is what I would like to see: price break this low, and then what we can expect something like this after a break of the low, something like more like where is it? Something like this. We break and close below this low. We can expect something like a retest. Oh, my drawing is bad. Okay, something like this. We break, we retest, something more like this. So now if this is what is going to happen, to where, according to supply and demand, we had the supply here. We had the supply in this area. Why? Because of we have range, and then we have an aggressive move, and price left orders in these areas which they are not tested yet. So we're expecting, if gold is going to break here, we are coming for this zone. But otherwise, apart from that, we can't say where gold is going to do, unless until we have a strong news which is maybe coming out. So today, since we have CPI, so we are expecting that CPI, it is the one that is going to flip everything from bearish to bullish. So now if CPI is going to come in favor of buyers, meaning that we can see a sweep from both sides, whereby it takes out this low here, this low, because this low, it is our liquidity point of, this is the pool of liquidity which we have right now on weekly time frame. This is the liquidity zone which we have. So we would like to see to see price sweep out this low and tapped into the 50% of the fair value gap. So in other ways, what I'm trying to say, this is the area we can expect some push up to resume the bullish movement on gold. So let's see. So since the beginning of the year, what is it? Okay, so the year started in here. Yeah, here in this candle here. So now it took them, let's see, for them to create this all-time high. It took this, after the year open, 35 days. We were bullish, and then after the bullish movement ended, about okay, so where we are right now, about 91 days, actually not even 91, I left out this one. 98 days. If I'm correct, about 98 days we were just selling gold. So now 98 days, that is about 3 months plus we have been in this leg. So now if market wants to change from this leg, we begin to realign with this leg. This is the area we are expecting price to start aligning to this bullish movement. And trust me, once this leg start playing, we are going to see a massive push up. Why? Because this leg, it will be very quick. Why? Because of the overall, we are still bullish on higher time frame. On 3 months we are bullish, on monthly we are still bullish. So this leg, or the movement, the buy movement, once it happens in this area, we are going to see massive buys to the upside on gold. So now today's CPI, this is where we are. We'll be monitoring gold here. So this gap is still valid, but I will just try to remove it and let us stick to the 3 months. So these are the zones. So in other words, if CPI wants to do its thing, I'm expecting a bounce from the 50% of the order block, or the 50% of the 3 months fair value gap. That's my expectation here. Let's see daily, and then we conclude. So everything is lining up. If I were to refine this zone, it would be so interesting on gold. Okay, I urge you watch to the end and know what is happening. So 3 months, I'm not refining this area. So the 3 months time frame, when London opens, maybe would like to see some push up, something like this. We push it up, we reach here, maybe we do some consolidation, touch the 50% during CPI, and then we start pushing up, or touch the 50% of the 3 months, and then we start pushing up. Trust me, this area is a strong area for buys on gold, less they take out this low. unless taking out this low, maybe something like a news comes up, but I feel like it is high time gold will start what's that word, aligning itself to this bullish leg. After the break, this is the area for buys. So this is what I'm expecting on gold. Why? Because of we had what's this? We had consolidation. So according to the AMD, so according to the AMD, so this is we had accumulation here, and then we are seeing a manipulation. We are in the manipulation phase on daily time frame, manipulation, and then we want to see distribution. This is what we have on gold. Yeah, manipulation, accumulation, manipulation, and then distribution, probably in this range. So this is what I'm expecting on gold. So let me just save it and then post it in my in the groups, my expectation. If not, let this low break. I would say break of structure. Break of structure. Okay. If we try to join the trend lines, bring in the trend lines from this low. Yeah. Things are getting interesting here from this low. Things are aligning. So according to the trend line traders, we are also expecting gold touching maybe the 3 months 50% or the 50% order block, and then we started buying gold. So this is where we are. Okay. Yeah, this is my expectation on gold. I can't go further because these are higher time frames. Yeah, let me just end the video. Yeah, so I'm going just to see, let me just put this I'm going to say M D. So this is my bias on gold according to higher time frame. Yeah, let's finish. How many minutes? 20 minutes. Let's make it 25 minutes. So now let us see what we're expecting on gold. It's still dropping. It's still dropping. So this is the setup. Anyway, so those who are on these sales that are getting this low, this is their low of take profits. That's where they're taking these sales on gold. 2000 plus pips. So this is what we have. See you next time.